Welcome to Breakup Cheater. Today's story is called, She Thought I'd Never Find Out. I never said goodbye. No yelling. No fight. No last-minute argument to make it all feel real. I just walked out, and the silence I left behind said everything. I met Sierra 5 years ago at a leadership summit in Phoenix. I was on a panel about corporate restructuring. She was in PR, working for one of the firms sponsoring the event. We crossed paths during a cocktail mixer the night before the conference. Sierra wasn't flashy. She didn't need to be. She was sharp. Every word was intentional. Every glance deliberate. She asked questions most people wouldn't think to ask. She paid attention. I remember thinking, she knows exactly what she's doing. A week later we were texting daily. There was no game playing, just rhythm. I thought I'd found someone steady. Confident, independent, the kind of woman who could handle the life I lived. 2 years later we were married. Small wedding, close circle. My mom said, she's ambitious. She'll match your pace. I believed that. I work in corporate management consulting. My schedule is not light. I fly constantly, Dallas, Toronto, Miami. Gone for a week or two at a time. But I made sure Sierra never felt forgotten. I never missed an anniversary. Never skipped her birthday. Always checked in. She used to brag to her friends. He gives me space. And still makes me feel like a queen. For a while, I believed we were the couple people envied. Trust, passion, freedom. Looking back now, I realize that illusion only worked because I was rarely home long enough to see what was really happening. The shift came slowly. It started with late replies to texts. Quick phone calls that ended sooner than they used to. FaceTime calls where the camera never showed her face. Just the ceiling or the bed or nothing at all. Still, I convinced myself it was nothing. She's probably just tired. Or bored. That happens, right? But then came the moment I couldn't ignore. I was home for a weekend. We were sitting in the living room. Sierra was scrolling through her phone. She suddenly laughed, sharp and quick like she didn't mean to. I asked, "What's funny?" She tilted her phone away from me and said, "Oh, just a stupid meme." The way she locked her screen so fast. That wasn't reflex. That was fear. A week later I was flying to Houston. My assistant, Lena, called to confirm my itinerary. Before hanging up she said, "Hey. Random thing. I thought I saw Sierra yesterday near 6th and Jefferson. With some guy. Hoodie." They looked close. Sierra hated going downtown. Unless she had a reason. Still, I didn't accuse her. I didn't even mention it. But I remembered. I came home from Houston a day early. No warning. Just felt like sleeping in my own bed. When I walked in around 6 p.m. the place was still. She came out of the bedroom in an oversized sleep shirt, hair pulled up, smile already loaded. "You're early. Got lucky with flights." Her breath smelled like mint. There was a half-empty wine bottle in the kitchen, one glass in the sink. I asked, "Good day." "Just laundry emails. Nothing exciting." I didn't believe her. That night when she fell asleep, I opened her iPad. It was synced to her phone. One message caught me. A draft, unsent. Just sitting there. "Can't stop thinking about you. Last night was risky, but worth it." No name. No number. Just those words. A grenade left on the countertop. The next day, I installed a message mirroring app onto a burner phone. Cloned her device while she was in the shower. Then I waited. For 10 days I watched. Most of it was nothing. Then came a message from a contact saved only as E. "Still thinking about that kiss in your driveway?" She replied, "You're trouble." But I like trouble. Photo followed. Sierra in our bathroom mirror. Mail. Sent at night while I was in another city. In another bed. Then I scrolled up. The history was there. Dozens of messages. Tells. Confessions. And the name hit harder than anything. Eli Barrett. Eli had been my best friend since college. He was the best man at our wedding. Helped me move into our condo. He'd gone quiet over the past year. Now I knew why. He stayed calm. Texted Eli a week later. In town next week. Grab lunch. He replied in 5 minutes. Yeah man, it's been too long. We met at a steakhouse downtown. He smiled too much. Checked his phone constantly. I asked, still dating anyone? He said, nah, just focused on work. Then he asked, you and Sierra still good? Yeah. 4 years next month. He nodded. That's solid, man. Good for you. The lie didn't shake me. I let him talk. That lunch wasn't for answers. It was to watch him lie to my face. And he did. That night, I asked Sierra across the kitchen island. Are you happy? He paused. What kind of question is that? A real one. She hesitated. Yeah, guess so. Why? I just said, anything you want to tell me? Then I slid the burner phone across the counter. Pin. Messages. Photos. All of it. She froze. Hands over the cutting board. Knife still. Not even breathing. Where did you get this? That's your question. Not. I'm sorry. She followed me into the bedroom, crying, begging. But I was already packing. One small bag. That's all I needed. I moved into a short-term rental the next morning. Sarah texted. Oh, beg. Blocked her. Blocked Eli. If they wanted each other, they could have it. A few days later, Lena messaged me. FYI, Eli just got dropped from the Bennett project. HR flagged something. She didn't need the backstory. Let's just say some evidence made it to the right inbox. Not revenge. Just balance. Sierra reached out from a new number. Please meet me once. I can explain. Agreed. Public place. Midtown Cafe. He showed up. Makeup on. No sleep in her eyes. I made a mistake, she said. I didn't respond. I was lonely. You were never home. It just happened. I slid a manila envelope across the table. Inside, divorce papers. She opened it, voice shaking. You're really doing this? Understood. I already did. And walked away. A week later, I told my mom the short version. She said, you were too good to her. I didn't answer. Then she added, walking away without yelling, that's what she'll remember. And I think she's right. Because when people cheat, they expect chaos. They expect screaming, shattered dishes, slammed doors. Something loud enough to let them feel like they were the victim. But when you walk away quietly, they're left to sit with it. Replay it over and over. Wonder what you were thinking. That silence becomes their punishment. I live alone now. Minimalist loft. Clean slate. No lies in the walls. No perfume on the pillows. The burner phone's gone. The photos deleted. Not out of forgiveness, just irrelevance. I don't need to remember what she did. I already lived it. She thought she'd make me jealous. She thought she could manipulate the silence. But she forgot who she was dealing with. I wasn't the man she could cheat on. I was the man who left without needing to say a word. Thanks for listening. This was Breakup Cheater. If you've ever walked away from betrayal without looking back, you know exactly what kind of strength that takes.